Back here with TB, just finishing up the chili here tonight. Getting ready to putting the secret weapon to it right here. It's called Cajun sauce. And you can buy those little chili mixes, and that I did. Got a little packet to that in there. But this here is Cajun sauce. This is, I'll spice it up. It makes it good if you like spicy food. Some folks do, some folks don't. But I do, and that's why it's in there. I've also got something called cayenne pepper, red pepper. I have those red chili peppers too. And also have some jalapeno I could add to it. Since Ma's not eating any of this, and I know she ain't, I'm fixing it the way I like it. Now if Ma was eating that, I wouldn't be able to add that till after it was done. She don't eat no hot pepper. She'd be killing me. Yeah, Ma's still with me. She's 77. She's still alive, but not doing too good. Her health is getting worse every year, and doctors can't do nothing for her, or they won't. If she had a pocket full of money, I reckon they'd try to do something. Probably just sit there and rob you. That's what I think of most doctors. They tell you everything but the truth about what's wrong with you because they really don't know, and they're just taking an educated guess so they can get your money. And they'll take you and run you through all those x-rays and CAT scans and tests and stuff, because the reason I know I've been through it several times, and they can't find out where your pain's coming from or what's really bothering you or what's going on. They don't know is the truth of the matter. But they can sure milk your Medicaid or insurance cards. They're good at that. A couple of years ago, they sent me to Tulsa with my mom for her to get some x-rays and took care of by a neurologist. He was one of those neck doctors and bone doctors specialists. She has osteoporosis too, and they can't do nothing for her. They say she except just wear a neck brace when she rides in the car because she might break her neck. And of course, we've been doing a lot of that rough riding. Probably not good for her, but she don't want to sit here at home waiting to die no way. Oh, I can hear how them providers was put her in a nursing home. She needs full-time help. I said, I'm not going to do that. She ain't their mom, so they don't care. Well, you know, I suppose they'd shove their mom off in a hole like that and leave her to die. In my opinion, the nursing homes ain't too high. But nevertheless, as long as Ma's got her mind, she can breathe on her own, don't have to go on a respirator or anything, she's going to stay out of that nursing home. She'll live right here until she dies or wherever I go. If I do sell out and move to the country, I'll take her with me. Because Ma is not going to be put in no darn nursing home and being left without. I take care of her needs because my father dropped the ball a long time ago. We won't get into that story, but he didn't care about her enough to take care of her. And after I carried him and her for 4 years while he's waiting to get his disability, then he jumped up and run off. Sold my cattle out, sold my place out. It was his place, but part of the cows were mine, part of them were his. But I didn't really want to sell my stock. I was forced to because when I was down and busted up, fell off a diesel rig and busted my knee that year. Same year I shot that deer. Paul's crazy, he's always chasing some young skirt. But nevertheless, that's the way that goes. I reckon like he said, he'd probably get killed by a jealous husband somewhere someday. But anyway, that's another story in the book. You can get into family crap, but nevertheless, I've been taking care of Ma ever since, for about 23 years now. I've been looking after her, checking on her, making sure that she's got food and shelter and everything took care of right, because there's no one else to do it. Oh, she had a boyfriend for a while, but he bailed out on her and wanted her place, didn't want her. That's another story. He's long gone since '98, so sis don't have the room in her house to take care of her is an excuse they got. But well, it's not just that, they can't get mom to go live with them either. She'd rather be here anyway. See, this is her homestead. She'll never, I doubt she'll never go anywhere else but right here, unless I sell the place, and she had to. She worries every time I talk about selling this place because she's afraid I won't be able to get another place and that we'd lose out. But the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to buy the land first. The land ain't going nowhere, then all I got to do is sell this place, put a house on it. What you don't understand, I really don't want to live here in town. After she passes on, I'm not going to. Well, needs more seasoning. It ain't got enough yet. Need a little more salt. Just testing that out. Pour some spoon in. I'm going to put the slobbies back in there, but it's probably just going to be me eating it anyway, but beside the point, you don't do that. It's bad manners. A little salt on there. That seasoning pack anymore, because we got blood pressure, they think, oh, we don't need no salt. Well, you got to have some salt. I may be getting too much lately. I probably am. I'm starting to swell and picking up pounds because I'm not able to get outside and walk as much. I got to get back to my walking routine because I had dropped 2 sizes in breeches and clothes last year. Then I had that blamed surgery, and it threw me in bed for several weeks and just walking barely around the house. I had that hernia surgery. Now I'm up and around again, but not doing real good. Still hurting a lot, and of course I got messed up nerves in the lower back. Back that gives me trouble where I can't hold on to nothing, hardly with the left hand without turning it loose. So, you know, you ain't going to be able to do a whole lot. But I do what I can anyway. They won't allow me to work around heavy equipment no more ever again because they're afraid I'll get killed or get somebody else hurt because of my nerve damage. Then plus I have both my knees are going to have to be replaced and wore out, they claim. At least that's what the doctors claim. And I know I got a lot of pain in them, I know that. And sometimes when it's real cold, I can't hardly walk. I mean, that's it. I have to get a cane to walk with then, or a crutch. Something to get around on whenever it's real cold. Can't hardly take the cold when I'm counting the joints. I don't like the hot weather either. That hot weather sweats me to death. Death in the summer. But I spend most of the time outdoors anyway. I like making a garden, and I'll be doing a gardening series for long, showing you how I prepare my garden. I was hauling water from the lake, but I've been informed that it's against the law to take the water from the lake, so I'll probably get in trouble if I continue to get my water there. That's why I was going to drill a water well, so I could water my garden and use whatever water I want to be my water. Not their water, but my water. The trouble with this real water, it kills my garden down here with the chemicals they got in. Too much chlorine, and it'll just, and when it's hot and dry, we got that old red sandy ground, water goes straight down anyhow, and it just burns it up. But now that old lake and river water down there, it's nasty and all get out. I pump it up straight out of the lake, bring it up here, and pump it out on my garden. Got a little inch, a little half-inch pump's all it is. It's not a very big pump. Well, it's 1.5, I think it is. But anyway, little old pump, and it pumps enough water to water the whole garden. And I'll pump up a 55-gallon barrel of water. Then I bring it up here and I fill the other barrels. I have 3 or 4 other barrels that I fill. And sometimes I catch rainwater. In the spring we get a lot of rain, but then after that, it just, long about 1st of May, it just starts to dry up. You don't get a whole lot of rain during that time normally down here. And then as summer goes into getting hot in June, you ain't got no water, you're not going to make no garden. It just dries up and burns up. It either floods out the early part of the season, freezes out, rots your taters, so you can't make potatoes. But potatoes are still cheap enough.